Hi, I'm Robin.
And I'm Kristen. Today we are coming to you off camera because we realized that we introduced ourselves in the beginning, but
Yes,
we never actually introduced the group that we spent, over a year talking
over
about.
a year.
And now that we're done covering their group albums and we're going to start segueing into their solo projects. And we figured this would probably be a good time. Well, the second best good time.
Yes.
The first best was right
What
after.
about,
It should
yeah,
have been episode
episode
2.
two? Yeah, that would have been the best time.
That would have been the best time, but better late than never.
Absolutely.
So we are going to introduce you to BTS and tell you a little bit about the group, and then as we go into their solo projects, we'll do a more in-depth introduction to each member.
Yes.
So without further ado, do you know BTS?
We will after this?
We will after this. All right, so we're gonna start off with the members, and we're gonna give you their names and their date of birth and their roles within the group. So we're gonna start, and we're doing this in fan chant order because, of course.
That's
Um,
the only way.
so we're gonna start with Kim Namjoon, also known as RM currently, but when he debuted, he was known as Rap Monster, and he did later switch it to RM or Real Me. And
He was born September 12th, 1994. And his position within the group is he's a leader, main rapper, primary songwriter, composer, and recording producer.
man's busy.
Yes, he is. He's got some titles.
Yeah. And then next up we have Kim Sok Jin, or Jin, worldwide handsome.
And Jim was born December 4th, 1992. And Jim's position is he's the oldest member, he's a sub vocalist, and he is a visual.
Which explains the worldwide
Not
handsome.
handsome. Yes, it does. It does.
And next we have Min Yoon Gi, or Suga.
And he was born March 9th, a day before my birthday, 1993, and many years after. Uh, his his and his position is lead rapper, songwriter, primary,
Lyricist,
lyricist, yes, and record producer.
we have Jung Ho Suk, or J Hope.
And he was born February 18th, 1994. And J Hope's position is he is a main dancer, he's a sub rapper, and he is a sub vocalist.
Park Jimin, or Jimin.
October 13th, 1995. And Jimin, Mr. Jimin, main dancer, lead vocalist.
Kim Taehyung, or V.
Uh, December 30th, 1995. And V. Tay is known, his position is lead dancer, sub vocalist, and visual.
He's a lead dancer?
Well, you know what? My information came kind of after not initially. Not
Yeah, because
initially. He
so
wasn't.
fun story about V.
Yeah.
He actually became part of the dance unit after Singularity,
After
right?
Singularity, yeah. So that's why. So I have that. My research took me there at that time.
Mm.
So yes. So that's what he was.
And then we have Jungkook,
Mm.
or JK.
Yes.
JK.
And he is September 1st, 1997. And JK's position is main vocalist, lead dancer, sub rapper, and center, and also known as the Golden Maknae.
So yes, his most important role is Maknae.
Yes, yes, yes.
But he was given the nickname Golden Maknae by RM because there really isn't much he can't excel in.
Yes, yes.
So now we've given you a lot of words that you're probably like, what does that mean? So we're going to talk a little bit about what these positions mean, just overall throughout all K-pop groups, not specifically to BTS. So every K-pop group, they usually have members that fall into these roles. The first one we did mention was leader.
Yes.
Leader
Yep.
is usually the oldest or the member who has been the longest trainee,
Hmm.
and they are the group's representative and are responsible for keeping the group motivated.
Yes. Yes. Yeah. And another one is sub vocalists, um, which is the vocalist that provides support and backing harmonies. So that's another position within the group.
Lead vocalist is the next vocalist up. They are the second best. They have the second best singing technique. Usually sings before the main vocalist, and the main vocalist usually has the best singing technique. So they usually get the most difficult parts. They get the most lines in the song, and they usually are the ones you hear in the chorus.
Yeah. And I have dancers, which are main and lead dancers, usually lead dancers. Usually they lead the practice choreography and dance breaks and the centers, meaning, well, we'll get into that. I won't jump ahead.
And the main dancer?
In the center.
No, and then main dancer.
It-
So you just went over lead dancer. Who's the
I
main?
did main and lead.
Oh,
I'm sorry. Did I
you
mix you
confused
up?
me. So
I'm
yeah,
sorry. Yeah.
main dancer usually has the best dance skills.
Yeah.
They usually get the solos too.
Right. Right.
And then going into the rappers, you got the sub rapper, who is the supporting rapper, who is more skilled than at rapping than the vocal line. But there are, rappers who are more skilled. You got the lead rapper, who is has a second best skill set on the flow. And usually they begin the rap parts, and then the main rapper has the most skills and usually writes the raps. But BTS is an exception. Well, not there are other groups too, but BTS writes all the rappers write their raps.
Yeah. Yeah. So,
And then we go. Oh, so you mentioned center.
okay, center, which is also could be titled as the face of the group, assigned to the member whose best embodies the group's concept or most conventionally attractive member, which is a visual. They get the most screen time and center stage presence. So that's pretty
They
much.
usually are the most popular
Mm,
member of the
yeah.
group, and then you have the visual, who is the most attractive member according to Korean beauty standards.
Yeah.
And then last but not least, we have the maknae, which is another role that we listed, and that's just the word for the baby of the group.
That's it. That's it. And it's not just centered around like the K-pop group, a K-pop idol group, because it also could be within the family.
Well,
And
maknae
yeah,
means youngest.
yeah. So
So yes, they and JK is actually the maknae of his
his
family
family,
as
yeah,
well. So
yeah.
he's double maknae, and he has expressed that he is so comfortable being the maknae. He loves it.
Yeah, that's a lot of attention right there.
And he eats it up. So now you know who all the members are, when they were born, and what they do
Yeah.
within BTS. And so we're gonna move into some more information about them, starting with their debut.
Yes.
So they debuted in June 13th of 2013.
Hmm.
So they are in their 13th year.
Yes. Why that went by fast.
It went by fast for us because it wasn't as long.
I know it wasn't 13 years for us. It was not even 13 months. Was
No, no. We've had over 13 months.
it? Yeah. Okay. Yes.
Yeah, we're
It's
at a
been
solid
more
like
than
year
13
and a
years.
half.
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
I'm coming up on 2 years actually.
Yes. Well, you know,
Yay!
high achiever.
So they debuted with the song "No More Dream," and they performed the song for the first time on the Mnet M Countdown in Seoul. And they had a release the day before. Did you have notes about that on the June 12th release? I know you said that they
Oh
had
my
like
goodness, yes, but no.
Well, that's fine. But
Yeah.
they did. I think they did have like a single release or something
Yes.
that day
Yes.
before, and they actually were able to perform 2 songs on that stage. So they performed "No More Dream," but they also performed "We Are Bulletproof" Part
Two.
Two.
Yeah. Yes.
And then that takes us into some moments that stand out. Oh, we should probably talk about when they joined
Yes,
because we
and
forgot that.
their training
Yeah.
duration and
So
everything. So yeah,
yeah.
we came across that because it's kind of interesting. They've talked several times. During our training. So I was wondering, how long they actually trained,
Mm-hmm.
and RM RM was the first one in. He in his training maybe about 3.5 years,
Mm-hmm.
and then Sugar came in
Shortly after.
shortly after, and then J Hope came in, and
And
they did
before we continue with who came next, so that is the rap line
right. That's what
there.
rap was right.
That's whenever people talk about BTS's rap line, it's RM, Sugar, J Hope.
Right.
Um, for those of you who don't know, BTS was actually supposed to be a hip hop group. They were not intended as an idol group. They were supposed to be a 7-member hip hop group with 4 other rappers. 3 of them are underground. Actually, no, I think all 4 of them are
All
underground.
four. Mm-hmm.
So one of them is Supreme Boy, who ended up leaving the group and stayed with the company, and he is their in-house producer, and he's credited on a lot of their songs
Mm-hmm.
as a producer, and he's part of the team, so he's been with them since the beginning. And then the next one that we have was, I believe, his name was Iron. I believe he is the one
Yes.
that passed. So he left the group before they debuted,
Uh-huh.
went solo, and I believe he passed in 2021.
Oh.
I think so. Let me make sure I'm looking up the right one.
Oh wow.
um, and then after that, there was Park Young Man, who I believe he is the one who joined another group after leaving BTS.
So he went with another company.
I believe so. Yes.
Okay.
Um, and then there was, I do not know how to pronounce this person's name. It looks like 111 or I-11. I don't know. Um, but yeah, he left the group as well.
Okay.
So, oh yes, Iron pursued a solo rap career, and he's the one that passed in 2021. So yes, they were supposed to be a hip hop group, and for those of you who don't know, Big Hit was small, very small
Mm-hmm. Yes.
company, near bankruptcy. They actually declared bankruptcy before the group debuted. So they saw an opportunity in creating an idol group over a hip hop group,
Mm-hmm.
and that's why they took that turn in that direction. Which leads us to the next member who joined.
Well, before I go into the next member, I want to put the years on J Hope, Sugar, and I'm sorry, RM, Sugar, and J Hope. They went in from 2010 to 2013. Though
Mm-hmm.
that was their training period of time, and then we have after that we have JK.
JK. Yes.
I'm sorry, JK. JK was in from 2011 to 2013,
Mm-hmm.
and then Jen also 2011 to 2013, and then V 2011 to 2013, and then Jimin with the shortest amount of time at 6 months
Mm-hmm.
came in at 2012. So I would say with the time of 6 months, he came in towards the end at like December of
Yeah, he
2012,
came in late 2012.
and was part of the debut in 2013, and he had a lot to
Catch
kind
up
of
on.
catch up on and get in that 6 month period of time.
So
So yeah.
RM got in because the CEO of Big Hit is Bang Shi-hyuk, or Hitman Bang as he was known. I think he saw a video of RM rapping and was
Hmm.
like, yeah, we need to get this kid in a studio.
Yeah.
And
ASAP.
yeah, and he kind of just saw this future hip hop group centered around RM. Suga auditioned. He did a a competition, a rap competition. He came
Mm-hmm.
in second, but he was noticed by some of the staff at Big Hit, and so he was brought in. J Hope was a street dancer who
Yes.
auditioned, and he learned to rap
Yeah.
from RM and Suga.
Mm-hmm.
And
And
then
they did a good job.
yeah, they did so good with him. He's such a phenomenal rapper.
Yes.
And I love how like very early on you could kind of hear their influence on him, but he quickly found his own voice.
Yeah, he
I want
did.
to say by like the second or third album, you can clearly hear when his part comes in.
Right, right.
So yes, J Hope he figured out his style and he just ran with it, breaking everybody's hearts
Yeah,
with his,
and it works for
just
him
driving us all
100%.
crazy.
100%.
And then JK he auditioned for
Yes.
he did a talent show audition, and that's how he got in. And actually in
But
the what
I was gonna say, are you gonna mention how many companies wanted him?
I
Oh,
wasn't, but
okay.
yes, he was very widely desired,
Yes,
sought
yes.
after, and he chose Big Hit because of RM.
Yeah.
He saw
Yes.
RM rapping, and he, as he says, he fell immediately.
Mm.
And he decided at that point that he would follow RM anywhere, and I get it.
Into the sun.
Yeah, I totally get it.
Yeah, yeah.
He was just very much like, no, that's a leader, and I want to be wherever he is. Jin was scouted coming out of class at university.
Yeah, yeah.
They saw him and they were like, oh my god, I've never seen such a handsome face, please join our agency. And he was like, and I think he also had multiple companies vying for
Yes,
him
yes, yeah.
with a
Because
face like that.
he thought, that it was, a scam or
I think,
something.
yeah, he thought a
It was
lot of them were
it was
scams,
scams,
but for
yeah.
some reason he believed Big Hit. And it's a good
Well,
thing because
it was that pull that
it was supposed to be.
yeah.
It was
Yeah.
supposed to be.
Yeah.
And then V got in. He actually went to an audition to support a friend, and they saw his face and was like, "Hey, do you like do anything? Can you sing? Can you dance?" And he was just like, "Yeah." He goes, "I can." He's like, "What else can you do?" And he was like, "I can play an instrument and I can do this." And he did some stuff until finally they were like, "Anything else?" And he was like, "I've got nothing left for you. Like I've given you everything I've got." And he didn't think he was gonna get a call, and then he did.
Yeah.
He got a call. And then Jimin auditioned. Actually, I think did we watch
Because
it when about him auditioning against one of his teachers, his dance
yes,
teachers
yes.
didn't want him to audition.
Didn't want him to audition, but
Yeah.
someone told
But
him he
one
should.
yeah, I think
Another
one
one teach
is
another
either the
teacher
teacher or a counselor or something
told him
told
he
him he
should.
should.
Yes, he should audition.
But the teacher that didn't want him to audition um didn't want him to get lost in that chaos of idol, the idol world, because he was such a gifted dancer. He studied so many different
Yeah,
types of
yeah,
dance.
he did.
He's very versatile.
Yeah,
And he actually started off as a hip hop dancer.
yeah, yeah.
So he was doing hip hop and
Mm-hmm.
he was competing as a hip hop dancer before he enrolled in the school where he got to study the contemporary dance,
And
ballet,
yes,
traditional
yes.
Korean
Mm-hmm.
dance. And he took everything that he learned from all those different forms of dance and just kind of brought it to Big Hit, and they brought him in. Now Jimin was the last to join, but V was the last to be announced.
Right, right. He was the last to be announced because he was a talent.
yeah,
He is a talent.
yeah, he was top secret.
Yeah, yeah.
And so
This is
that's how long they spent as trainees. That's how they got there.
yeah.
And now we're just gonna mention some pivotal moments in their career because there are many.
Yeah, they are
But
pretty.
we won't
Quite a
keep
few.
you for too long because we could be here all night talking about all of their pivotal moments. We're gonna
Yes.
narrow it down to a few.
Yeah.
So we're gonna start off with their very first music show win, which was in May of 2015. They won with the song "I Need You," and then from there, going into 2016, they win their first Daesang, which is a grand prize for Album of the Year at the Melon Music Awards for the most beautiful moment in life, Young Forever. And then going into 2017, they are invited out to America for the Billboard Music Awards, where they win the Top Social Artist Award. And they actually dethroned Justin Bieber, who had like a good, I want to say 7 or 8 year streak
Yeah.
with that award. And here they
Yes,
come.
and here they come.
And that one was a fan based award.
Award, yeah.
Yeah, so votes.
So, right.
And then that's when they started to become recognized outside of Korea. That's kind of when their expansion started. Because from there, their album "Love Yourself Tear" debuted at #1 on the Billboard 200 in 2018. Also in 2018, they did their first UN General Assembly speech for UNICEF's Generation Unlimited campaign. And that is the famous Speak Yourself speech that a lot of Army know about. And if you haven't heard it, oh my God, please go listen to it. It's such a great speech. Arm is such a gifted speaker.
He is.
And this will not be the last time he has spoken.
No.
He's called on to speak, quite often.
Yes.
And then going into their second speech, because they spoke at the UN a total of 3 times. So that first one I mentioned was in September of 2018. And then they did do a video message in 2020 for the 75th UN General Assembly, talking about the hardships of the COVID-19 pandemic, but also speaking about the feeling of isolation and hopelessness when their tour was canceled. And they also shared a message of solidarity, reminding young people that we are in this together and encouraging for a hopeful future. Then 2020, also Dynamite comes out, being their first English song and their first Grammy nomination. And then their third UN speech was in September of 2021, where they came back to speak at the Sustainable Development Goals moment. And they were appointed as special presidential envoys by the South Korean president. And they got to speak there. And that's also when they did their Permission to Dance performance within the Assembly Hall.
Yes. And I'm gonna back up a little bit to.
Oh, I missed one in 2018.
No.
Sorry.
Problem. No, I'm back up a little bit in 2018. They received the Order of Cultural Merit Award, or they became the youngest recipient. I don't know if they could consider it an award or what.
But yeah, it's
they were
awarded.
They were awarded it, and by the South Korean government for their massive contribution to spreading Korean culture and language globally. I mean, if you hear the concerts, you know that they are spreading the language because it's being sung, in the language. So that was done in 2018. So they received that, and it was in South Korea, right? It was Seoul. Was it a Seoul? So. So, and then in 2022. I'll jump into middle of that.
So it says May of 2022.
May of 2022. They visited the White House to discuss anti-Asian hate crimes in the United States. They were invited by President Biden. So,
and they delivered a speech there too.
Yes, they did. Powerful speech.
And then that takes us into that Festa dinner. 2022. So for those of you who are not aware of what Festa is their anniversary celebration. So every June, there are various activities that take place in Seoul, and then fan-made events that take place around the world, starting in like beginning of June all the way through to the 13th. And then they usually have a dinner or some sort of gathering or a show to commemorate the anniversary, and just remind Army that they love us because we love them. So yes, but the 2022 Festa dinner was an extremely emotional dinner.
Yes.
Because that was when they decided to announce that they would be taking a temporary hiatus. And they were all expressing that they were suffering from creative burnout. They just wanted to take a break from group activities. at that time, and so that is what they did. They also announced at that time that they were moving out of their shared dorm and into private residences, individual private residences. So now they're all living on their own, which, you know, was a huge change because at that time, that was what, 9 years
Yeah.
that they had been together, and they'd been in the dorms together
Mm,
since, for some of them, they've been living together since 2010.
yes.
So,
Yeah.
you know, for them to suddenly just kind of say, like, we're not going to be in this shared space, and we're not doing group activities, and we're going to take a break, a lot of Army thought this might be the end. But
Yes.
they did promise they would return, and Army trusted them. You guys
Yes.
trusted them.
Yes. Yes. And promise they did, and promise come to fruition.
So
They
from
did.
there, they did do their solo projects, each of them releasing albums, some of them going on tours, and then they did their military service, which ended for them, for the last member, last year,
Last
last
June.
June
Yeah, last June.
2025.
Yeah. And then here we are in current times, after following their mandatory military enlistment. They reunited and released their highly anticipated album in March of 2026. The project immediately debuted at number one. Absolutely. I mean, was there a question? Absolutely not.
No.
So they led with the single "Swim," which was launched at number one on the Hot 100 Billboard. They was just doing what they do.
They came
So that
back with
was
a
their game.
Netflix special, a free concert, which would mark their third free concert that they've ever done.
Oh,
The first one was in 2015, I believe, as part of the Mnet show American Hustle Life,
oh,
where
okay,
they came
yeah,
over here to LA and they,
yeah.
you know, learned and studied hip hop from the greats like Warren G and Coolio. They got a
Mm.
master class in hip hop, and they did have to put on a free concert, which was free to fans. And then they did their second free concert in Busan before taking their hiatus.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yes,
that
it
was
is.
yet to come in
Mm.
Busan in 2022. And then this Netflix special, the Ariran comeback in, where did they do that? At the Palace.
At the Palace, right? Yeah.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
And then they also followed with a Netflix documentary
Yeah. They
and
did.
a ton of collaborations, and now a
Yes.
massive 85 city tour. Is
Mm-hmm.
it 85 cities or
85
85
city.
shows? I don't remember. 85's in there somewhere. And yes, they are currently in, as we are speaking, they are in London.
They were in London, yes.
Yes, they are
Yeah.
in London. They just wrapped their Brussels
Yeah, they had 2
show.
nights in
And I will tell you, Brussels got spoiled. They had a lot of good stuff was happening to
there
the
was a
army
lot,
in Brussels.
yeah,
So
yeah, that
good,
was, but
we're not jealous at all.
no, 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 no,
We're
no, no,
not
no,
jealous. We're
because
totally
we
fine.
just believing that we will get some special treatment as well.
Yeah, it's like somebody needs to remind them that they also love LA.
I don't think they need to be reminded. I think
I don't know, with the way they were behaving in Brussels, I think they might have forgot they love us.
it was all practice for LA. That's all. That's
okay. Well, thank you for being our guinea pigs, I guess. Lucky you. Hopefully that energy comes over here. But they have, I mean, they'll be headlining the iHeartRadio Festival in September in Vegas.
Mm-hmm.
They're doing the halftime show for the FIFA World Cup.
Yes.
With Madonna and Shakira. And I just found out, I heard Justin Bieber has been added to that lineup too.
Justin said, "Don't forget me. Don't forget me."
Well, it's funny because somebody said that JK manifested it because he had said something in a recent live about Justin Bieber performing with them. And yeah, then I started seeing articles about it was unconfirmed, and now from what I've heard, it is confirmed. So
okay.
That'll be interesting to see. But yes, that is BTS, guys.
Well, I just want to mention one more thing.
Oh yes, I'm sorry. Dang it!
No,
I told you guys it was late. Okay. We're tired.
That's what. Which one? Because of their enormous success and work and talent and creativity,
their impact.
Yes, their impact has been tremendous within the Korean economy. They contribute an estimate of 3.5 to 5 billion won annually for South Korea in their economy, and that accounts for about 0.3% of the national GDP, which is a gross domestic product. So they are very much drawing people in many ways, to
Mhm.
Korea, the language and the culture and everything. They have studies from the Korean Cultural Tourism Institute indicating that roughly every 1 in 13 foreign visitors visit South Korea solely because of BTS.
Mhm.
Just like when you get on a plane and you're heading to South Korea, 1 out of 13
Yeah.
are saying, "I'm going there for BTS."
Yeah.
So if the plane is packed, you got quite a few people on there
That are going
going
just
in
for BTS.
for BTS. So they are making their mark uh, in a lot of different ways.
And didn't we wasn't there a note about how they have an influence on foreign sales of Korean food and fashion and
And
definitely skincare products
yes,
through
yes,
because of their ambassadorships.
because of their ambassadorships,
Yes.
yes, they do.
So
They do.
because of their ambassadorships and their influence, and we all know how quickly something that they use gets sold out. Like a
Yes,
product
yes.
is shown, not even mentioned. It's just like in the background. And you guys, I'm telling you, Army are detectives. They find everything and they will sell it out. If JK's face is on, like
Mm,
is associated with it, it will sell out immediately.
mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
It's insane.
Yeah,
But it's
it's like the
also,
Korean wave.
yeah,
That's
exactly,
that's
the
what they
Korean
refer
wave.
to it
Yeah.
as. Yeah,
So
and that's an official quote.
so yes, they definitely have a huge impact on not just their government and not just their country's economic, you know, status, but also globally.
Yes,
They're
yes.
influencing how people shop and eat and dress,
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
around the world.
Absolutely,
So
absolutely.
next time when you're reaching for, I don't know, ramen or uh the some skincare brand, or just know that BTS had a hand in getting that to you, getting that in front of you
Yes.
because of their popularity. So thank you, BTS, because now my skin looks great.
Yeah.
And I would have had to fly somewhere else to get it, or if I didn't know about it before. But now that I know, I'm glad that it's here, and I don't have to fly internationally just to get moisturizer.
Moisturizer
But I
and
would.
hydration.
Yeah, but I would.
Yes, yes.
I would.
So
So that now you know a little bit more about the that band from Korea
yes,
called
called
BTS.
BTS.
And we will talk more in depth about each member and their contribution to the group, and just a little bit more background when we get into everybody's solo work. So we're going to start, because again, fan chant order.
Yes.
We're starting with our leader, Kim Namjoon, and
Mm-hmm.
we'll be starting with his his mixtape Mono. So that is what we'll get into next time. So for now, we're going to go because it's time to go to bed.
It's late.
Yeah.
So thank you all so much for listening.
Yep. Bye.
Bye.